Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Thank you guys for visiting my channel and clicking on to this video. If you don't know, my name is Adina and I'm glad to have you here today. I am in my car because I am waiting on someone to let me into the building at work. And I'm probably going to leave if no one shows up in the next 5 or 10 minutes, or maybe by the time I'm done with this video. So I figured while I wait, I will record this video, since otherwise I may not have found the time to do so. I am in school taking classes, and so a lot of my spare time that I might have dedicated to making videos has been dedicated to doing schoolwork. However, I decided to dedicate Wednesdays to doing readings, and I'm going to stick to that. So today I would like to do a quick reading, just because I don't want to spend too much time in this energy, because I don't like it. This reading will be on the case of Courtney and Christian Toby. Courtney is a white girl who was dating Christian, who is a Nigerian man, and he ended up dead with multiple stab wounds to his chest and various places on his body. And Courtney was recently picked up, arrested, and charged with second-degree murder. However, this took place 4 months ago, so she's just recently, maybe a day or two ago, been charged with this, and she's already out on bail. So they did take 4 months to convict her or arrest her when she was the one who admittedly did it. She said it was self-defense. I'm going to say, based on my metaphysical opinion, that it was not self-defense. And I say so not because of any bias, but just because I began doing this reading maybe 10 minutes ago, and the video got interrupted. So not only did I already kind of see the first few cards of this reading to know that it was not self-defense, but in my mind's eye, I already see. I decided to do this reading 2 days ago when I saw the article about her, Courtney, being arrested, and I instantly thought, she has a drug problem. I didn't read up on this case, so I have this case I actually am the least knowledgeable about. I've done the least research. Like I mentioned, I was at work. I opened up my Internet Explorer so that I can pull up a work app that I use, and I just briefly saw that she had been arrested. And when I looked at her picture, or their picture together, I saw images of my mind of kind of like how things went in their relationship. I do see that they had, as some people described it, a tumultuous relationship, and it was mainly because of her and her drug use. I don't know if it's public about her drug use, but she does have drug problems. I see sniffing, so I don't know if it's cocaine or her chopping up pills, because I see both. I see chopping up pills, and I also see sniffing of a substance. So I don't know if she's chopping up the pills and sniffing them, or if she's doing both. But there is a substance abuse. I see drinking, and then I see her losing her shit, like being on these drug-fueled rampages and being triggered by something that Christian may have said, because I don't believe that he enjoyed her while she was high. I don't think that he liked the fact that she did these drugs because of how it made her, and the fact that he knew that he was going to have to deal with her abuse once she got high. And so he would say things about her behavior when she was high, and it would trigger her, and she'd get pissed off, and she'd get abusive. And that's how I see their relationship, the cycle of their relationship. I would get my bell since I'm going to be reading a dead person, but I honestly don't feel like I need it. His energy doesn't feel like it needs to be called so much from wherever it is, because there's still a lot of his energy lingering here. So I won't get my bell out of the trunk because I don't feel like I need it. But I'm just going to go ahead and start this reading. What happened to you, Christian, the night that you were killed, that you were murdered? I know I just asked you this about 20 or 30 minutes ago, and we're going to do this reading again so that your truth can be heard without interruptions. So what happened to you the night that you were killed? She got high. They argued about it. He threatened to leave this time. And this time he was for real. Cards are falling. Sorry, guys. He had threatened to leave before. Never done it. You know, his nose was wide open. This girl had him smitten. Despite how she was when she was high, she had him smitten. And they got a lot of attention together because I understand that they were an influencer couple. So their social media, you know, brought them attention. She was attractive. He was smitten by her. He just didn't like her behavior. When she got high, she got very childish, immature, and abusive, verbally and physically. But his nose was wide open. Alright. This is one of the cards that I got a few minutes ago when I started this reading. This is her behavior. This is her when she's high. A child, and very, 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 very immature. There was fighting or an attempt to get away from the abuse. Okay. Alright, so this is Christian that I'm speaking to. A fool on the bottom. Okay. His family, I don't know if he moved due to this relationship. I get him living somewhere else and moving because of this relationship. But I also feel like there were people telling him not to do this. But I also see him being so smitten by this girl. He had his blinders on. He was very naive. Alright, so he was very, very, very naive about this girl, even after he got with her and saw her for her true colors. Nothing could stop him from being with her, even though there were people telling him not to do it, not to move with this girl. I don't know why I feel like there was a move. But he was aware that it might not have been a good idea. But he did it anyway. Just full speed ahead. And I think that there is naivety about culture here in the U.S. I feel like the way white people are in Africa, or the way they present themselves in Africa, is not the way that they are here. I feel like Africans don't understand our history with white people. And so I feel like if black people kind of give them a heads up and tell them to be careful, not saying be racist, not saying come over here and automatically start looking at white people like they're, you know, the plague. Because times have changed and we have changed. They don't have the same power that they had before. Even if we don't know it as a whole, they don't. But we're not saying come over here and be weary of all white people. We're saying you haven't had the same experiences with them that we have, and there is a different power structure here in the US than it is there. So you guys don't get the same brand of white people that we have gotten. So if we were to warn them and just say, hey, be careful, because this is the history behind situations like this, they would in turn look at us like we were the ones that are just victim mentality and, you know, used to being used and abused, and we're the negative ones. So it's almost just like, yeah, that's how they treated you guys because you guys were weak, but we're not. So I'm okay, like I can deal with this. But then they get here and get the brand of white people that we are familiar with, and they just can't, they aren't savvy enough to navigate those type of situations or even have a heads up about how it might turn out, because they don't have the history and they don't necessarily care to hear the horror stories, because they have almost a bias against us blacks in America. Not all of them, but this is one of those situations. This was his naivety. He felt like, I'm not like blacks in America. I won't be treated that way. So that was on the bottom of the deck. But this is a situation. She was high and got in her way. I say in her way as if he would say she got in her way when she's high. The way that she starts to behave when she's high, very immature, and abusive. But he was trying to avoid. He did not want this fight. He was trying to avoid it because he already knew how she gets when she's high. And at this point, he was over it, and he was threatening to leave this time. And something about his threats made it seem like he was serious this time. I want to look into this Page of Cups in reverse because I want to look into her. I want to look into Courtney and how exactly she behaved that night, and particularly. Show me this Page of Cups in reverse. Now, everything that I'm about to say or that I'm saying in this video is alleged, and it's based on my metaphysical opinion, which is not based currently in any science, in any fact. So please take this video as entertainment, as I do not have the facts to make well-informed statements about this case. These are all based on my crazy ass visions that I get in me reading images on cards. I'm crazy, y'all. I'm crazy. Don't listen to me. That's my disclaimer. Alright, Page of Cups in reverse. Cheating. She was cheating. She was cheating and he found out. That's what triggered the argument. That is what triggered the argument. She was cheating, he found out, and that was enough for him. The drugs, the fighting, the abuse, the cheating, it was enough for him. Which is why I was getting that this time when he said he was leaving, it seemed like it was for real, because there was cheating involved. And I also get more so his family. He did not listen to his family. I feel that his family very much so tried to warn him about this girl and about this situation. Text messages, maybe. Okay, so once he found out that she was seeing someone else or talking to someone else, that's when his decision to leave became clear for him. Once he got clarity, that's when he was done. But I do see that he made attempts that night to walk away from this argument. I'm going to look into this, trying to avoid the fighting, because I keep seeing that he did not want to fight her. And I will say that most of the time that they fought, he did not even really defend himself, other than kind of blocking, dodging, getting out of the way, and taking hits. He never really hit her back. Worst case scenario, he shoved her. This night he might have went a little further. He might have snapped a little bit, but I don't see her being hit. I see her being grabbed by her shoulders after she's, yelling, screaming, and hitting him, and his back is towards her, or he's trying to dodge and block the hits. I see him grabbing her by her arms, and that was enough for her, because he never really defended himself in that way. And once he did, that was it for her. She grabbed that knife and went in. It wasn't self-defense. If it was self-defense, it was his self-defense. I want to look into this Five of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups. Ace of Swords in reversed. He did not want to fight with her. He was he was very sad, because this is a relationship that he wanted to work out. But there was nothing more that he could do. Everything that he tried, nothing worked. Alright, Christian, Courtney. Why did Courtney kill you, Christian? Because I believe I'm talking to Christian. Why were you killed, Christian? What led to the moment of you being murdered? Authorities are looking for evidence. The authorities have been called before, but in the past, nothing came of those situations when the authorities were called. They would be called, and then it's like they would leave again quickly because no one would say anything or accuse the other. There's something about money here. Her not wanting to lose money. I believe that this young man, Christian, had money, which is why she was with him, or never wanted to really get him in trouble. What? Okay, well, his family definitely did not support the relationship. They knew she was bad news and had problems with substances. The police, I think the police know something that they aren't saying. I almost want to say that she might know someone in the police force. They are trying to hold back information about her drug use. She has some help in the media and in the police department because they are not saying everything that they know, so that they don't have to charge her with what she deserves. She has some help, which is unfortunate. Yes, somebody is helping her. Somebody is helping her keep her drug problem a secret. She has a problem, and it has been a problem. And the police know it. They know it from the other times that they were called out. But Mr. Christian Toby would never allow them to take her to jail. He would never press charges on her, even though most of the time she would be the one to call the police. The police would be called because people would hear them arguing and fighting, or more so hear her arguing and screaming at him, and the police would come just looking for an excuse to take him to jail, but they wouldn't be able to because it's so obvious that it's her. And they could take her to jail, but Christian, would never accuse her or never allow them to take her to jail. And so this time, they already knew from the scene, the evidence at the scene, which they are not making public. They already knew what the situation was, but they're keeping some information back so that she doesn't get painted in the bad light that she should. She has help. This is unfortunate because I don't see this young man getting the justice he deserves. So what now? I don't know if I have anything else to ask or anything else to say about this. I would like to see. Okay. How did you die? I know that she stabbed you. I threatened to leave. He was trying to leave. Queen of Swords. This is her and her knife. This is her wielding her knife. And being very clear also about what she's doing. This is premeditated, even in the heat of the moment. A moment of clarity, like, I'm going to kill him. He's trying to leave. So self-defense would be letting this man leave. And I think that the police know that too. Because the evidence does not say self-defense. It actually would show that he was trying to avoid the situation with all his defensive wounds and stab markings where he was stabbed, where his body was found. It would show that he was not the aggressor. She was very clear-headed when she stabbed him. Nine of Wands. Him trying to defend himself. What I wonder if either one of them was a Leo. Either Leo or that's fame energy, because they were influencers. There are secrets. There are things that the public is being withheld from. Information that the public is being withheld from in her favor. So that she can be seen as a victim and not as someone who is money hungry and selfish. Because that's what I see. I don't know if he had money or not, but he must have had money. I keep getting he wanted to leave in the relationship. She did not want that because she would lose access to his money. The authorities are helping her. Or someone in the authorities either knows her from their childhood. I believe that she could. I don't know if she's the one from Miami and he is not. But someone she knows. That has the ability. Oh. Someone might even be helping her because they like her. Attracted to her in some kind of way. That wants to help her and save her from this so that she can get out of this. Someone she knows from the past is helping her. Someone that she knew from the past, maybe someone that used to like her from her past, is helping her or is in a position to help her now, either via the media or law enforcement. And she's really concerned about how she's viewed to the public. Trying to cover up her drug use, though. Alright. If we had all the details, all the facts that the police had, no one would question her guilt or question his innocence in all of this. It wasn't self-defense. When the police got there, they could obviously see what happened, and because of their history, they knew what happened, and they knew that he wasn't likely the aggressor or the abuser because they knew of her history of abuse. They knew. But a lot of details are being covered and hidden in order to protect her. Christian, is there anything that you would like to say in closing? Because I don't want to be here for too much longer. There's not too much more I can say or I want to say without injecting my own personal opinions, and I like to leave them out of my readings. This here is self-defense. and the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. You or Courtney, Christian or Courtney, Christian or Courtney. There is someone in law enforcement helping her. I keep saying this. Somebody who is coaching her on how to, and this could be her attorney, coaching her on how to claim it was self-defense for her. I feel like she is going to take whatever happened to him and put herself in those shoes. So whatever she says happened that night that she had to do in order to defend herself, it's really what the situation that Christian was in. If she says that I was trying to defend myself because he was trying to kill me, it's really that he was trying to defend himself because she was trying to kill him. And I know it's just like, how can this little girl just murder this man who should be able to defend himself? But that's the thing, though. He wasn't really defending himself the way he should have. He was being avoidant because he understood that he could go to jail. They could both go to jail, and he didn't want to be the one to go to jail because he's like, okay, I'm a black man. I'm starting to get it a little too late, but I'm starting to get the dynamics here in the U.S. I'll go to jail. And plus, it wasn't really his nature to be abusive. So he would rather just leave, which is what he was trying to do. Block the abuse so that he could leave. I wonder if some of those stab wounds are to his back as well, not just his chest. Because when I first started to do this reading, my bottom card was the Ten of Swords. I wonder if that's also what the authorities are covering up in order to protect her self-defense claim. Stab wounds in his back, because I do see him being stabbed in his back. Any closing remarks on this case from any of the energies involved? Mix the cards. All right. I'm going to mix these cards. I'm going to ask for closing remarks, and then I'm going to be out. Closing remarks from anyone involved in this reading. Pentacles on the bottom. We will never really know what truly happened, and I believe that we can expect this case to be very hush-hush and secretive. It will not gain mainstream attention. It won't be some big movement about it. The facts about this case and what really happened will be a secret. I'm clarifying the High Priestess. Things being kept close to the chest because of a relationship. Five of Cups. Because of what she did. If there was nothing done wrong, the Five of Cups wouldn't be here. But this is regret and remorse. We won't know the real details because it would make her look guilty as she is. This is my King of Cups card, even though you can't really see it no more because it's fading away. I gotta get some new cards. King of Cups. Knight of Wands in reverse. There's someone. Justice will not be served. There is someone helping her, which is why justice won't be served. She has some help. Closing remarks is that we'll never know. We'll never get the real facts. We'll never get the real facts outside of this video. You really did just get the real facts, but mainstream wise, you won't. Her family is involved, helping their poor little child. Her family enables her from doing the work that she needs to do to be a better person. She is the damsel in distress that every man wants to come and save. I keep getting the Knight of Cups. I keep getting it. There's someone who likes her, someone who is attracted to her, that is vested, that has vested interest in helping her get out of this situation. And I believe that they are in law enforcement or some type of authority in this case. And so the real details about what happened are going to be hidden outside of this video, because I just told you. So in closing, I would like to say justice for Christian Toby. Even though he will not get true justice in this world, may he get it in the next. May the karma that was created from this relationship and this death be paid in full by who owes it. And may this serve as a lesson about domestic abuse, about men in domestic situations, that they, you know, it's a sticky situation, because it's like, anyways, I won't get into the politics just because I don't want to get invested into this, because I have such strong opinions and I don't want my opinions to taint the message from the spirits. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video, and my prayers are with the family of the victim, Christian Toby. May they get justice the way their ancestors knew to get justice. Bye.